Hey everyone, this is Ahi from Ahiverse and welcome to Warehouse of Dreams episode 23. I really do not have anything much to talk about this episode, and I don't know why. I think it's because uh, nothing much happened the past week. It just flew by very quickly. I don't know, man. Oh god, it's happening again. I have been realizing how much, what do you call those words or phrases? Like fillers, yeah. I speak a lot of fillers than actual information, which makes me kind of self-conscious the way I talk and stuff. But fillers actually, see, the word actually is also kind of like a filler. But fillers do, kind of give a little bit of breadth and familiarity and kind of makes it chill. I mean, the word kinda can be like a filler if I use it after every word or something. I mean, you get the point. And I'm not here, actually, I'm here to better my speech skills and stuff, but it's not speech skills, speaking skills and stuff. But even I feel like at this point, it's gonna take a long time before I can speak better. I don't know. See the I don't know word phrase again. But yeah, I don't actually have any topic as such to talk about, except for maybe for last week. I was having this thought about like, uh, when you feel like there's too much thoughts going on in your brain, and you have to it's just a big cluster happening inside your mind, and it's just so many things, just floating around. It feels very suffocating in a way because your thoughts are unorganized, but at the same time you want to find clarity in your mind, right? So at the same time you also have like a cluster in your real life, that's your room or whatever. So when you clean your place where you work or where you sleep, your rooms and stuff, it feels like you're cleaning your life in a way, right? It's a fascinating thing. Like it feels like, so I just have to clean my surroundings and I will find peace kind of mentality. Like my entire life is gonna get fixed if I just clean my room right now. It's kind of true, because when you have piles and heaps of trash lying around, it does bring in some negative vibe to your health and stuff, because yeah, it is a germs incubator. We all are germ incubators. And speaking of that, I recently saw a study that says that the bugs or the insects that live on your face are kind of going to extinction, and it's not going to be good for our skin. So that's something I never thought I need to worry, but apparently that's going to be a thing that's going to be a thing. But I don't think it's going to be a thing soon enough for us to really care. Maybe, I don't know. It's something related to how we are living, and it's like one phrase I read from the study I saw the news was like, the insect found a way to live without the need to reproduce. So it's kind of like, it's similar to how humans are having lower birth rate. It's like that to the insect. It's fascinating that everything everywhere is weird to me. It's all weird to me. But it's something, a new worry that I never thought anyone should worry about, but it can be a problem, because then your skin will become drier or something. It's not gonna be good for your skin if the insects do not live in your skin. Like enough insects don't live on your skin. That's really weird to say. Enough tiny insects, those tiny insects that do not live on your skin, then it's gonna be adversely affecting us. And there are so many things that we don't know, but I mean, of course we are learning about it as a whole humanity. There's people researching about so many new things. But it's really fascinating to think like, your body is not just yours. There's so many microorganisms and bacteria and other organisms that live inside your body or on your body, that are dependent on you, and you depend on them in some ways, like a symbiotic relationship. And it's just, oh, you're like a microcosm, or you're like a ecosystem of your own. So you're special too, because you're an ecosystem. Everyone is an ecosystem. That's funny and kind of overwhelming. Like, you can be an entire host to all these organisms. I was gonna say organism, but I thought about organization, so that's how the word came out. It doesn't matter. So what I was talking about was cleaning your rooms and stuff. I generally procrastinate on pretty much everything in my life, as y'all know, which is kind of like a symptom of burnout and stuff. And it's not that I don't have anything to do. It's that I think the problem is I have. Sorry, I had to cut off. I'm back now. Okay. So what was I talking about? It's not that I have nothing to do. It's that I generally feel the problem is I have way too much stuff to do. And I really need to sit down and think about all the things I need to do and prioritize the different tasks. I have done that, what do you call it, introspective meetings or sessions where I just think about everything and stuff. And after, introspection and all, I do come into a conclusion. I do often find ways how to go about it, and I definitely feel much better mental clarity and stuff. But that's not what I was going to talk about. So yeah, what I was talking about is that, yeah, procrastination is just, there's so many things happening, there's so many things I need to do. So it's really kind of difficult to juggle many tasks. So if I'm focusing on my work and do more of my work every single day, I kind of tend to neglect cleaning my surroundings as more often and whatever. So, and it gets to a point when it's too big of a problem to ignore. So I have to stop everything and clean out my surroundings, and I feel a much a much better inner peace as such. I don't know what I just said. I feel much better, and I feel like, and especially with, like, I have dust allergy problem, right? So it gets better if I clean it every day, right? So that's also one thing, because the allergy does get kind of, it's serious in a way that it affects my throat, and then it affects my work, because right now I have to use my voice, speak continuously, which hurts my throat in many ways. And at the same time I have to sing songs and stuff, which have been not doing as much because of said problems with the throat, sore throat and stuff. So yeah, so cleaning, so I have after that I was like, this is it. I cannot take up an entire day to clean up my room, or once a month or something. It's just too much work. It's too much of an off day for me. And instead I'm gonna build systems in place, like, so I can just clean up very easily whenever I see dust and stuff. So I don't have to take this Herculean task and do the work. Instead I just have to do it on regular basis, but on minimum level, which is better now, I feel. And it's much more manageable, and it's not gonna be a huge heap, which is too crazy sometimes to sort out. So it's better to have systems which allows you to do regular maintenance than just ignoring it for a long time till it becomes a huge problem. So I'm applying that philosophy to my work, and I'm feeling much better. So there's some things I need to be more regular at, like, for example, exercising or eating healthier, which I already failed today. I did not exercise yet. I have to. And but this is the thing, even if I try to keep a routine, and if there's one day I don't do the routine, I don't say to myself, oh, I failed. It's not that I failed at all. It doesn't matter. Okay, what matters is, even if one day I did not do it, like for example, if today I did not do it, if I get more energy by the evening, I should definitely do it. Or now, after recording the podcast, I will probably do some exercises or something. If I get more energy, that's there. But I can definitely do it tomorrow too. It's not the end. Just because you skipped one day, it doesn't mean that you failed, or it doesn't mean that you have to stop it and it's impossible for you to get better. That's not how things work. We can always work to make ourselves better, and we can always build habits, new, better, good habits, and we can always reduce our bad habits to a point where we no longer have that bad habit. It's one of the best qualities of human beings, like being adaptable. It's really a very what do you call, I don't know the word, it starts with P. What do you call it? It's very not pretty, it's like very admirable quality of a human being, of how adaptable we can be. It's just insanely good, and we should use that ability to our fullest. Everyone has that. Everyone can be adaptable, and of course there are circumstances that are out of your control which will not help you to adapt into a better lifestyle. But even in those terrible moments, there are times when we can do some things. It doesn't matter you have to do a big change, right? Even if it change one tiny thing, it can build up, it can compound to a bigger one by next year. The rate of change is around, there's like 37%. You can be better 37% by next year. It's that thing. So yeah, what my aim is to just like in my case, the way I see it for myself, the routines I follow, what I'm focused more on is is to delete, or is to remove that procrastinating spirit for any task. For example, would be like exercising. I feel like I'm kind of there where I'm not that reluctant on exercising. Like if I think, oh, I should just exercise right now, I'm more willing to exercise than come up with excuses. I don't even come up with excuses. It's just I just feel very tired and then don't even think about exercising at all. That's how I work. I don't come up with excuses saying like, oh, I don't want to do it right now or something like that. I just completely forgot about it, right? So that's one way I procrastinate, is forgetting about things. So when I remember, so I put the to-do list and whatever, but when I remember, I will just do it. That willingness to just do it right there is something which I want to work towards, and I'm trying to keep up a routine because it's easier to follow routine than to rely on motivation, or what do you call it? Yeah, motivation. Motivation is the word. To rely on motivation, because it's every day is different, and your body feels different every day, depending on what you eat or how much sleep you got. Are you drinking enough water? There's so many physiological factors, environmental factors that dictate how much motivation or energy you have every single day. It may vary, and in my case it varies quite a lot depending on the temperature depending on the weather. If it's like high temperature outside, my motivation is very low. If it's colder, my motivation is pretty good, but I feel more sleepy. So those things affect. So we have to come up with plans and systems that can help us navigate around these circumstances that are out of our control. So that's why routine, it's easier to keep going if you have a routine. That's what I've noticed. So if you decide that every day you're going to do at least one exercise mean like you can do wall push-up or plank, maybe like 30-second plank or whatever. one exercise every day without fail, it's easier to build routine on it. And like you can say like brushing, I talked about this last time, about like brushing, coupling your habits with other already pre-existing habits. It's a very effective tool. That's all I have to say. So about that, nothing much happened. The week was very quick. Before I know, it's already Tuesday, and I really need to start working on my stuff. I'm not gonna spoil anything, not even say what I'm working on. I'm just saying, like, there's so many things. Yeah, I told about many things before. I need to complete it. I just need to complete it. I just need to complete and make things and just post it. I really feel the social media is very exhausting, especially like Instagram and stuff. I have to keep posting every single day. I don't do it. If you see me, like if you follow my Instagram or whatever, currently I'm not even there right now. But if you see, it's nothing. I legit cannot post every day. I don't know, I feel very, very tired out and energy consuming to just post on Instagram. Forget about posting, just being on Instagram itself feels time consuming, because it is time consuming. Well, yeah, and very much energy consuming too. Like, it's draining a lot of energy just being on social media and stuff. But if you want to grow on any platform, its general rule of thumb is that you have to post consistently and post more. And especially on platforms like Instagram, you have to post multiple times a day, even, consistently, which is a lot of work. For my content, which is like artworks and stuff, I cannot make like 5 artworks a day. Like, if that was my only job, I'd probably maybe able to do 1 a day, which I don't think is like posting worthy. But yeah, that's too much of pressure on myself, which eventually leads to burnout. So that's one thing. So I'm taking my time. I'm thinking about what I want to do, what I want to achieve, and all those stuff, and giving myself the patience and time necessary to complete those tasks, and not beating myself up for not completing the task, because that's just counterproductive, and it's just going to make my morale go down and reduce my motivation and just eventually procrastinate more. So acknowledging even a little progress that has happened today is more important for me. I still don't know. Okay, my monotonous voice, I really need to change this. My throat hurts a lot, okay, after speaking like 19 minutes now. But I still don't know how I talk about a topic and I reach around 20 minutes without me realizing. I feel I just blabber a lot. I talk to myself a lot. That's probably why. And this is not unfamiliar for me, because I always talk to myself loudly. And probably not in public, but I don't know. I don't think I talk to myself loudly in public. But in my mind, yes, I'm definitely daydreaming a lot, which is something which is difficult to not do. My mind always drifts off into daydreams and stuff. And this feels very natural, except for the straining, because when I talk to myself, I do talk in gibberish than English, and also has like very expressive tones and very loud and very uncultured speech patterns, very exaggerated and kind of crass. Is that the correct word? I don't know exactly, but I feel this is enough for this topic, and I'm repeating myself a lot. It happens because I'm just speaking out my mind and just saying whatever I feel like at the moment, and just seeing where the air takes us, or whatever the expression is. I just want to be here consistently posting my podcast episode every week without fail. So if you guys are listening, you feel like you have a friend in me. that came out weird, it's okay. And don't shy away from contacting me on social media though. um, Whenever I log in, I will, you know, respond and stuff. So that's one thing. So don't think I'm very much secluded or recluse. I'm a kind of recluse, not gonna lie, but I don't mind talking on, the SNS stuff. Do comment or whatever. I'll respond to you guys, and that's I guess that's all for this week. Stay healthy. Try to get sleep. I feel like sleep is very important. We as a whole, like as a whole society and people, are really neglecting our sleep. Not of course by choice, because of our work culture. It's not by choice. It's by our companies. And it sucks because for our brains to function very good, we need sleep. So hope you guys can rest well and sleep properly and get really good sleep and wake up re-energized and feeling great. And don't forget to stay hydrated, drink water or whatever. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink water is a very good source of hydration. So, and try to eat healthy and exercise. Exercise is good. It doesn't matter what type of exercise you do. Lifting, great for you. Running, walking, doing cardio, all good. Or even if just yoga, it's also good. Just move your body. Even dancing is good. Moving your body is important. Be active. Try to being more active. It really helps. Even in little ways. If you're able to be just active for 5 minutes per day, that really works well on long term. So don't give up. If you fail today, it's okay. You can always start tomorrow or now. There's no end. Just because you slipped once doesn't mean it's the end. You can always get back to it, and you can always learn new things. So that's all. Thank you for your existence, you amazing being. You're always welcome to the warehouse of dreams. Bye guys.